I'm Michael Huger, head men's basketball coach, Bowling Green State University. Basketball has been in my life for as long as I can remember. Growing up watching basketball in the streets of New York. The first time I actually started playing organized basketball was I was 12 years old. A friend of mine, Lamar Moultrie, started me off with playing. We had a local team at the time, probably the best local team, called the TS Bucks. They had a tryout, I remember it was on a Sunday, and wound up making the team. I was the 12th man on the team, and we used to win by 54 points each game or something like that, and I'll get in the games at the end. And I didn't like that. I was happy that I was on the team, but wasn't happy that I was the 12th man. So the following summer, started just working out on my game. I watched different people play and steal parts of their games, things that they did on the court that I liked, and just worked on that. And the following summer came back and played with the TS Bucks again, and wound up being the best player on the team. So that was a lot of fun for me, seeing the hard work. Played high school basketball at Stevenson High School in the Bronx, where we won back-to-back city championships in 1988 and 89. My senior year was the leading scorer on my team and averaged about 20 points a game. During that time, you get recruited very heavily. I had the likes of Seton Hall, Providence, South Carolina, Temple, Florida State. The list goes on and on. At the end of my recruitment, Coach Jim Larinaga in Bowling Green State University came in and recruited me. He said something to me that I use to this day. He said, everything that you get here at Bowling Green State University will be earned, nothing will be given. And that's something that I use with my recruits to this day. Once I finally got out to Bowling Green, had the opportunity to see campus. It was a beautiful campus. I thought it was the right place for me, the right situation for me, the opportunity for me to play right away. And the rest was history. Played here at Bowling Green. Was second team all conference my junior year, first team all conference my senior year, and runner-up player of the year to a fellow by the name of Gary Trent. At the time, he was a freshman when I was a senior, and he beat me out for player of the year. I was upset. I'll be the first to admit I was very upset with him beating me. But a couple years later, he was the 9th pick in the NBA draft by the Portland Trailblazers or Minnesota Timberwolves. But that part was a lot of fun for me losing at the time. It was like, hey, he's an NBA first rounder, so I wasn't too upset after a couple of years. After graduating from Bowling Green, I played 12 years professional basketball over in Europe. Spent my first year out in Finland. I was in Turku, Finland. The next year I spent over in Holland. I spent 2 years in Holland. My next year in Holland I spent in Rotterdam, which is probably one of the largest port cities in the world, and was player of the year in Rotterdam. Wound up averaging, 25 points a game. Led the country in assists and scoring. They had, I want to say 8 people in the stands, and 7 of them came with us to the game. So I just remember going over to Rotterdam, and it's like, oh boy. By the time we were done playing, they had to put extra bleachers in the stands because that's how many people showed up to our games. We sold the place out, so it was so much fun to play in Rotterdam. After spending that time in Rotterdam, I spent the next 9 years in Belgium. I spent my first 4 years in Antwerp, which was my favorite city to play in. It was a great experience just to be in Antwerp and to hang out and to see the environment, the culture. I'm still friends with people that's over there now. We actually won the Belgium Cup, which is a huge thing over there, and we also won the championship back in 2000. I also played with one of my assistants, Louis Rowe. We were on the team together, on that championship team together in Antwerp. And after playing for those 12 years, started coaching. Was trying to get into coaching for my last 3 years. Didn't have the opportunity to start coaching until one of my former assistants, Steve Murfeld, called and asked me if I wanted to join his coaching staff. He was at Hampton at the time, and he wanted me to join his staff. But I just signed a 2-year deal to go back over and play in Belgium, and just wasn't ready to coach yet. But that was the first time I really thought about coaching. I spent 2 years down at Longwood, and Coach L had another spot opened up on his staff again at George Mason. This time he brought me in for an interview. So I had 2 years of experience at the time. He brought me in for the interview and spent 4 years with Coach Larinaga at George Mason. In my first year, we won the CAA championship and went to the NCAA tournament where we lost to Notre Dame in the first round. And 4 years later, we wound up going back to the NCAA tournament, and we beat Villanova in the first round of the NCAA tournament, which one of the players I recruited was Luke Hancock, who went on to be the Final Four MVP with Louisville. He transferred out once we actually left and went to the University of Miami. We came down to the University of Miami, and we recruited a kid, Shane Larkin, who led us to the Sweet 16 back in 2013. Spent 4 years down at Miami, and in this past year, we finished up with an NIT finals where we lost to Stanford in the finals. It was a great game, great season, great run for us. Spent a great deal of time in Miami and enjoyed Miami very much. Now I'm the head coach at Bowling Green State University. Bowling Green is a special place to me. It's where I played my college basketball for Coach Larinaga. We've done a lot of great things here at Bowling Green, and just coming back and seeing the campus. And now we play in the Stroh Center. We have a 4,500 seat arena, practice facility, great place to play. The environment is rocking right now. We get the community to support us. The community is back, and we just look forward to doing great things here at the University of Bowling Green and winning many championships. I am a Falcon. We are BG.